First day of school for me is gonna be a little weird. I have my first class in like 5 hours or something like that. I'm taking night school in case you guys missed it. But the reason this plays relevance to you is I also learned that 2 of the classes that I was going to test out of, I'm not able to test out of just because the testing center I'm supposed to go to is over an hour away. So as a result, I actually have to take these classes. I actually have to pay for the book for these classes, and I wasn't planning on it. So as a result, I might have to tone down my schedule back to the original one. I don't know how much it's really gonna, impact my free time. But we got that going on. If I do have to change it, don't be too surprised if you don't say Tuesday or Thursday uploads until like October, November. Same with Let's Plays. I'm not doing those until this class is out of the way. But that's enough rambling. Today's match we got going on is an Ubers match versus someone by the name of ConickHD. And we'll go ahead and play that back right now. Okay, so as you can see, he's got rain and he's got sun. Now looking at it, he does have a Thunderous and he has a Ferrothorn. Giratina is there to, pretty much tank either hit. I'm really unsure as to why he has Groudon and Kyogre on the same team. That's a little confusing. But I really don't have to worry about my Groudon as much as he has to worry about his. If mine dies off before his, as long as I can bait his in immediately after, then I shouldn't be too worried about Weather Wars. Because he has his own weather and then he has the weather I need, so it's whatever. He's going to lead with Kyogre, just to get his beneficial weather up. It's going to benefit, a decent portion of his team, mainly just Thunder, so it can do naughty things to my team with Thunder and such. So, speaking of Thunder, he goes ahead and drops it on me, does get the para right after I get my rocks up. And that's probably what he was fishing for, that 30% chance. He does get it. It means I'm unable to set up a layer of spikes, which is actually going to come into play later, as you'll see. But for now, I get rocks up. He doesn't have any spinners. The Deoxys S was not a total waste this match. Granted, it's had a little bit more benefit to it in other matches I've had, but for now, I just get the rocks up. And I also have a multi-purpose switch here since I'm thinking he's Choice Scarfed, if I'm not mistaken, judging by some damage later on in the match. But it does serve to get my weather up, so I'm actually going to double switch out immediately after, knowing that he's not going to stay in on Groudon because I'm probably going to T-Wave him. And I go into Ho-Oh. I do want a burn on this thing. I don't know what it's going to do to me. This is probably one of my first encounters with Giratina O. I know it's defensive. That's all I know about it. It's not going to run an offensive set, and if it does, it's probably going to be with Life Orb, but it's not going to hit that hard. Anything, I think Giratina A is going to hit harder. Anyways, he Dragon Tails out Ho-Oh, brings in God, and this is a Ghost Plate Arceus. Shiny, fuck it, whatever. I really don't care. It has no impact on the match. So, he's going to go into Ferrothorn. I'm kind of regretting not having Break on this thing. I have Swords Dance, what is it, Extreme Speed, Shadow Force, and Earthquake. I don't think I've dropped an Earthquake on anything other than Ferrothorns. Everybody loves bringing Ferrothorns in against Arceus, and I can't do shit, so I'm probably going to start running Break. Anyways, I'm going to go out to Ho-Oh on this point, predicting the rocks. He goes for Leech Seed, that's fine too. And I'm going to drop a Sacred Fire on something because I do have my weather up. If he wants to bring in Kyogre, that's fine. Kyogre with a burn is whatever. But he goes to Thunderous, which is a switch that I found really weird because the sun is up. And I don't know. It really doesn't have a purpose to it. I missed my Sacred Fire. That is a fucking 5% chance of happening, okay? I think. It's like 5 or 10. I'm pretty sure it's 5. And that's stupid. But he misses his Thunder, which actually has 10 times more of a chance to miss than Sacred Fire does. So I'm okay with that. It's like, I kind of deserve that. You should have been dead. And he is now, so great, looking great. I forget what happens in this middle portion of the match. Okay, so now that I'm all refreshed, yeah. So he brings in Kyogre, gets the rain set up. I have no reason to stay in, especially because I'm kind of suspecting that he's Scarfed. I haven't seen him drop a Water Spout on me, but I'm going to go ahead and bring in Groudon. I know he has his own Groudon. Getting my weather back up is probably going to be beneficial here because I can gauge how much this is going to do. This does around half with the sun up. It probably would have KO'd, without the sun up. Looking at it, Lefty's recovery is actually going to help me out here in a little bit. But that doesn't look like Specs damage to me. That's the thing. So that's valuable information to have. I do clutch it with 11, and I'm able to get the T-Wave off. So if he is Scarfed, he's pretty much useless. He can't do shit about it. So, what happens here? I think I go for the Earthquake because I know he has his own Groudon, and if I manage to kill this thing off, he'll have to bring it in immediately after, and then I'll, have my beneficial weather up again. If I can kill off his Kyogre, he won't have any benefit, and because of one Pokemon that he brought, which I found a little weird, it's actually gonna, I'm gonna be able to work around it. But I'm gonna go ahead and bring in my Reshiram here. There's no hazards up, so no Stealth Rock damage, which is nice. I get a free switch in on this thing, and he leaves it in. Now, this is something I found really weird given the rest of my team. I do have Ho-Oh. And this thing is specs, and I'm going to go for a blue flare. It takes it out from there just because of the sun boost as well. So now he brings in Groudon. If he wanted to bring in Groudon first and then bring in Kyogre, then that probably would have been incentive for me to switch out. But he brings in Groudon. It's like, it's fucking sun boosted. Groudon doesn't have an amazing spec D like Kyogre does. You're not going to be able to take this hit that well, to say the least. In fact, you're going to die from it. So I take him out from that range. I really don't think the Rocks damage helped at all, because that's about as boosted as that blue flare is going to be. He brings in Giratina. Rocks damage helps, but as you're going to see in a little bit, if I got a little itsy-bitsy tiny smidgen of Spikes damage from that non-para on the first turn, you know, then he would have died to this blue flare. But he doesn't. I figure, you know, I just want to test it just to see how much damage it does. I know it's a defensive build, but I'm thinking it'll do like half. And it does like half, not half, like half. That like, you know, with the spikes damage and everything. That thing is a lot of health. That takes a long time to recover. It's almost like Blissey. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and switch out, go to Shaq Fu. I kind of brought this guy along, you know, just for Kyogre as well. That means that I'm able, you know, to torch Ferrothorn safely, because I do run Fire Blast on this thing. I don't know what this Giratina wants to do, you know, going back to the present situation. I'm going to go for the Dragon Claw. I've been thinking about swapping this for Outrage, but I do like switching up my moves just in case, you know, something wants to come in faster than me. Then I can go for the E-Speed. But that doesn't really do enough damage. So it goes for the Sleep Talk. I haven't seen his fourth move, and I see it now. It's fucking Wolves. God damn it, you know. So he burns me. I can't really do shit. I can boost and maybe try to kill him off, and then he'll go for more rest and rack up burn damage. It's whatever. We're going to play this little song and dance for a little bit, so I don't really care. I go for the Dragon Claw yet again, and I think he actually miscounts his rest turns, goes for the Sleep Talk. It's whatever. To be honest, you know, having the extra burn damage on me is actually going to help him out, is what I'm trying to say. So I go for the Dragon Dance, predicting his rest, because, you know, if I went for a Dragon Claw, I'd probably bring him down low enough, but he predicts me trying to set out predicting that, or he just wants to phase out my switch. You know, just in case I didn't want to keep a Burn Rayquaza in. But I don't want a Burn Rayquaza, period, so you're welcome to kill it off if you want. But it doesn't kill me. That comes into play actually immediately right now. He Dragon Tails Arceus in for the second time in a row. Since he does still have Ferrothorn left, you know, I'm going to go to Shaq Fu again. I have Fire Blast on it, especially for people that want to bring Ferrothorns and Ubers. It does not get a Sun boost because of his own ability, but I honestly don't mind. It's a ×4 super effective move. Rayquaza doesn't exactly have, you know, a terrible attacking stat or spec attacking stat. I think this guy hits like 340, and 340 spec attack with a Fire Blast, you know, that's a pretty powerful move. It's going to take it out, even with neutral weather. So I'm glad I pack a fire move on this thing, but I end up dying to my own life for recoil. Ferrothorn's out of the way. That's okay. And just in case I wasn't able to, I do still have Reshiram and Arceus left, so I'm looking pretty healthy here. Anyway, in comes Giratina. I think he has this and a Deoxys attack left. I don't want to bank on misses, so I'm just going to go for a Shadow Ball. I know with specs it should be able to take it out from that range, because it's super effective damage, and I have an overwhelming, you know, amount of spec attack, and he's below like 40%, so it should do. And I know Deoxys, you know, has an overwhelming attack and spec attack stat, but he's not going to be able to OHKO me with anything unless he has like fucking choice specs, hidden power ground. I don't even think that would kill me from there. But he's got paper thin defenses and HP and all that stuff. So just going to take him out with the Shadow Ball, and that is going to be the game, leaving me with a 2-0 if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember if my Ho-Oh died, to be honest. I don't think it did, so 3-0, 2-0, something like that. Close enough. Anyways, that's going to be the game, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe, do your thing. I already put my updates at the beginning of the video, so I don't really have anything else to talk about. Not much sense in keeping you guys around. Anyway, that's it for today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take it easy.